Hey everybody, sound editor Vanny-more here. We recently finished the voiceover editing for episodes 23-24, and I'm going to show you my process of how I edit everyone's lines. This isn't necessarily a tutorial because the process I use utilizes higher-end software and plugins. However, you can apply this approach with what tools you do have. The ultimate goal here is to clean up the dialogue as much as possible and get everyone's lines to a somewhat same level, so in A-B conversations, the quality between two or more characters doesn't pull away from the experience. In order to best hear the differences in this video, please wear headphones. The trick is making each voice actor's recordings sound like they haven't been recording with different microphones through different audio interfaces in different acoustic environments. The highest quality gear our voice actors have comes from Alex, who plays Unalog, Vatu, and Boomy. He records with $1,000 Blue Microphones Blueberry running through a $1,000 Robbie Pro Tube preamp, recorded in a professional studio environment. The cheapest gear our voice actors have comes from Haley, who voices Asami and Lynn, who uses a $40 CAD U37 USB mic and a $20 DIY sound booth. Even though these actors have drastically different recording gear and environments, the exchange between the two doesn't distract the viewer from listening to their A-B conversations. Take a look at this example from our upcoming Voltron Abridged episode.
Yeah, okay, what are you doing?
Just talking to aliens, whatever. It's an alien ship!
Slam a bam in a can!
I'll be taking two examples of dialogue from Alex and Haley from the upcoming episode. The first step I'm going to take is cleaning up the recording. Here's Alex's original take.
Oh, what was that? You have an itch on your face? Oh, that's a shame. That's a real shame.
Now, the background noise at a glance sounds non-existent, so it doesn't seem like I'll need to clean up anything, but what I need to account for is the compression I'll be adding that will bring up the noise floor. I'm going to insert my go-to vocal compressor, Waves RVox, onto Alex's track and do a general compression of -15 decibels. I can fine-tune it later, but the point of this is to be able to hear any mouth clicks and noise as I go through his lines. Let's listen to his take with the compressor on.
Oh, what was that? You have...
Now, off for reference.
Oh, what was that?
As you can hear, the background noise is brought up significantly, and I want to take that out of the recording. In order to achieve this, I'll be using Isotope RX's denoise and highlight an area where Alex is not talking. I hit Learn so the plugin can identify the sample of noise, bring it from fast to best, bring the reduction a little bit up, select the whole clip and hit Render. Let's listen back to the denoise clip.
Oh, what was that?
Now the noise floor is gone. The next thing I need to look for is mouth clicks. It's not something we typically can hear in everyday conversation, but your mouth makes some noise movement that a mic easily picks up. Let's see if you can hear any clicks in Alex's take.
Oh, what was that? You have an itch on your face? Oh, that's a shame. That's a real shame.
I hear it in these locations. Using Isotope RX's D-click, I'm going to switch this to random clicks and bring the sensitivity to about 5.5 and render that out. Then I'll listen back to it and see if I got rid of all the clicks I can hear.
Oh, what was that? You have an itch on your face? Oh, that's a shame. That's a real shame.
Seem to miss this spot, but I can manually clean that up enough by deleting the click and fading the clips. Now that the line is all cleaned up, I'm going to move on to equalization, aka EQ. The first instance of EQ will be to take away any problem frequencies, and I want that to be in the first slot. My go-to EQ plugin is FabFilter's Pro Q2, and the reason I love this one is because if I hit play, it shows in real time the frequencies of the audio coming in. I then add a low-cut filter at around 70 Hz. Since this is a high-end mic, there won't be any other areas that really needs adjusting because it has a smooth frequency response. Then I'll fine-tune the compressor, which I'll bring down to a -12. Since Alex's signal is coming a little close to the hot side as is, I'll bring the gain knob down about -5 dB. After that, I would do another instance of EQ, this time boosting any particular frequencies I would want. But since I think Alex's recording are solid as is, I'll skip that part. At the very end, I will add a de-esser, and here I'm using Pro Tools standard plugin and put the female de-ess preset. That controls any harsh sibilance that comes from S's and C's. So here's Alex's original take.
Oh, what was that? You have an itch on your face? Oh, that's a shame. That's a real shame.
And here's the end result.
Oh, what was that? You have an itch on your face? Oh, that's a shame. That's a real shame.
All right, now let's tackle Haley's line.
Okay, I have my plane, so we can just fly in and get your dad back.
You have to really listen, but off the bat, I can hear that there is a constant fuzz, sort of hum, that is prevalent through her whole recording. This kind of sound is typical due to a bad cable connection. Maybe she didn't plug one of the cables in completely, or the cable itself is faulty. And when I add the compressor, it only gets worse.
Okay, I have my plane, so we can just fly in and get your dad back.
So when prepping for recording, that is something you want to problem solve before you actually record anything. But since it is a bit faint and PBB has a Skype session going on with other people talking, it's something to easily miss. Also, if you notice, you can hear the reverb of her recording environment. Even though she is using a DIY sound booth, and it does do well to get rid of most reflections and background noise, she's doing a performance where she gets louder than her normal speaking voice. Since the room itself is not acoustic proof, a USB mic is going to pick up those reflections a lot more. So let's apply these steps again. Let's denoise the background hum using denoiser.
Okay, I have my plane, so we can just fly in and get your dad back. Okay, I have my plane. Okay, I have my plane, so we can...
Now let's minimize the reverb by using Isotope RX's D-Reverb plugin. This by no means is a cure-all, but it does help reduce it as a last-ditch effort. I'm just going to listen.
Okay, I have my plane, so we can just fly in and get your dad back.
Bring the reduction up a tad and target the higher frequencies more. Let's render that out.
Okay, I have my plane, so we can just fly in and get your dad back.
All right, already sounds a lot better. So let's add that EQ, giving a low cut around 70 hertz. Now I hear that for Haley's voice of Asami paired with this microphone, it gives like a nasally kind of boxy presence. So I'm going to try to identify where that problem frequency is and cut it.
Fly in and get your dad back.
All right, I'm hearing it around 641 hertz, so I'll lower the gain around there. Next, we'll fine-tune the compression.
Okay, I have my plane, so we can just fly
Sounds
in
good
and
right
get
at
your dad
negative 12.5,
Okay,
and since the signal was low anyway, I don't have to bring the gain down. Then I'll add another EQ pass and bring up the frequencies I do want. Since we're losing the more of the bottom end for Haley's voice in general, because of where her voice naturally lies, I'm going to boost here about...
Okay, I have my plane, so we can just fly in and get your dad back.
281. Then I'll take the de-esser from Alex and copy it here. So here's an edited take.
Okay, I have my plane, so we can just fly in and get your dad back.
And now here's the unedited version.
Okay, I have my plane, so we can just fly in and get your dad back.
And there you have it. I hope you guys found that insightful and applicable on how you would tackle any voiceover recordings. We're trying to bring this channel back to life, so let us know if you want more videos like this, either with sound editing or more of the video editing aspect, or if you would be interested in live streams so we can stay on task and remain motivated. If you want to be updated regularly, we do post on our Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter. Subscribe and click the bell to be notified whenever we do upload a video. See you next time, guys.